Every time I get into this rut of bad habits, it's always due to this one reason, which is due to my poor mental health. Every single time in my life, I've always seen that my basically my I always get into this period of where I like get back into like scrolling and sometimes saying junk food, like not junk food nowadays, but it's more often like scrolling and all this kind of stuff. uh, it is majorly just due to poor mental health and bad mental health. And yeah, it's so bad, a lot of days I just even skip gym, because I just feel so tired and all of my dopamine receptors like fried due to the scrolling and stuff. So yeah, it is just due to your mental health. If you're literally like stuck in this phase of continuously doing the bad habits, and you really want to come out of it, it's just like forget about everything. It's not about the worldly things that we think. The problem is not about you going and deleting the Instagram app. It's not about you deleting YouTube. It's not about you going and deleting like all these different apps, all these worldly things that you do. It's not these kind of things, because these things can be adjusted by us like any day. For example, let's take I delete Instagram today morning. I can, like, if suppose my urge is so strong, I can literally download the app like 2 hours later from the point I uninstall the app. So yeah, it's like it's always like it's not these worldly things, not the worldly things of making your screen monochrome. But I really think making your screen monochrome works. But yeah, in general, like these kind of things don't really matter much. But the only thing that really matters much is improving your bad mental health. And suppose if you're in this phase of just like being addicted to like social media and like everything, it's just because you have bad mental health, like nothing else. And yeah, you before you kind of start to boast, oh, mental health, because mental health kind of sounds a very like a weak and like a docile topic, but it's actually not. Mental health is like super duper important. And yeah, so please take care of your mental health. And so the number one reason comes like, how can I improve my mental health? Like, what should I do? First of all, what is mental health? So when you have like good mental health, you'll be happy out of nowhere. You'll be so happy. Like today morning, I went to the my nearby park and I ran in the woods. Like I went to a nearby park where there's so many trees and everything. So it was like so nice to run there. And yeah, I can see my mental health peaked at that time. It's maybe continuing even right now. So yeah, the basic thing is nothing but you must realize that if you basically have good mental health, you'll excel in every field of your life. You'll excel in your studies, you'll excel in your physical health, you'll excel in your everything that you want. You'll probably get the girl that you want, because you're much more happier, and people usually like more happier people. And so yeah, just take care of your mental health, which is really really important. And you like literally all bad habits will vanish just like that by just improving mental health, like social media, porn, and bad junk food, and smoking, alcohol, and drugs. Even if you're addicted to like alcohol and drugs, doesn't really matter. These habits will help you. So uh, so yeah, so then so basically these habits, these bad habits aren't really the problem. They're basically just the symptoms of the real problem, which is bad mental health. Like literally, just imagine your social media addiction, your porn addiction, your junk food addiction is not the real problem. The real problem is these bad habits are symptoms of the real problem, which is poor mental health. So yeah, so how to improve your mental health? The first and the most like important thing, like, oh my god, like so many people like ignore this on the internet, but it's just starting to meditate. Like, please start to meditate. So many people don't meditate, and they complain about poor mental health and everything. There is this app called Medito, that you can download on the internet for free, or on Play Store for free, or you can basically just use your timer app and keep a timer for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, and then meditate for like however long. So how do you meditate? It's a very simple thing. You have to basically concentrate on your breath. So basically every single time, so meditation is basically, you have to like close your eyes, and then you have to just like focus on your breath. You have to focus somewhere on your body. For example, it could be your stomach, coming out and going in, and then it could be your it could be the nasal breath feeling, that the air which inhales and exhales from your body, which you feel like right at this part. So it could be that, or it could be like your chest, or sometimes it could even be your heartbeat, or sometimes it could just be like a single point that you imagine inside your brain. It could be anything, but then you have to just concentrate, or it could also be your clock ticking. I'm not sure if you're able to hear my clock ticking right now, but I can. It's a very evident sound for me, at least. So yeah, if yeah, so you can concentrate on anything, but yeah, eyes should be closed, and every time your mind wanders somewhere, you have to bring it back. You have to bring it back to the breath. You have to bring it back to your breathing. You have to bring it back to your stomach, contracting and relaxing. You have to bring it back to the sounds of the clock. You have to just focus on only that one thing every single time your mind wanders. This is the same thing as, like when you're studying, your mind wanders, but then you're just lost there, right? But then you're just not able to get back. So to avoid that, you can just start meditating, and meditating will improve your mental health like crazily. Today morning, I'm not going to lie, I meditated for an hour. Like literally, I woke up at like 6 a.m. like till 7:15 a.m. I was just in the bed meditating for like an hour. So yeah, it's crazy, how meditation is so good for you, and so meditation is one of my favorite things of all time. And second thing is going to the gym. So please go to the gym. Like, there's no excuses. You won't be less unsuccessful if you go to the gym. Like I'll see like most of these guys are like 17, 18, 19 year olds who won't even exercise, who just become fat as fuck, in the cope of the studying. But then they also have a crazy amount of screen times. They'll be watching like animes every day, and like all these people, who'll be having like exponential amount of time, they just won't go to the gym or won't exercise, and they'll say, oh, it will distract us from studying. But they're spending like at least like 2 to 3 hours every single day of their life, and like on their phone, watching like anime, scrolling on the phone, social media, and all those things. And so like, exercising is not a bad thing at all. You won't even become less successful. You will become more successful if you start exercising. And a lot of people for some reason like to cope, because they see these big billionaires like Elon Musk, and like all these like fat fucks who are like extremely successful, but because they're fat and everything, and people believe that, like because they don't work out, they become successful. Like, no, it's like none of that bullshit. Most, if you go and look, most people's screen time is above 3 hours. I can bet like almost everyone's screen time of my age people, everyone's like about 3 hours, even mine a lot of the days. But yeah, and people cope of not going to the exercise, of not going to the gym, of not exercising as a scope, and they want to focus on the studies, which is absolutely bullshit. So yeah, so do it. And next thing, remember gratitude journaling. This is also one of my favorite parts of my day, so gratitude journaling is basically where you have to write whatever you're grateful for. And at first you're like, no, I'm not grateful for anything, but in truth, you have to be grateful for almost everything in your life. It's happening right now. For example, you have like 2 hands and 2 legs. If you're probably watching this video, you're probably from a country where there's internet access. You're fortunately not born in like North Korea or something, where you don't even have access to the outside world. And so you have like so many things to be grateful for. A lot of people will be like, no, I have this problem. And actually, even if you have the worst problem in your entire life, you can still be grateful for things. They're prisoners who had higher level of happiness than normal people. Or they were prisoners who were sentenced to death in the next few months, who are basically much more happier than people who are sitting at their home doing drugs. So yeah, it's like just imagine how absurd is this. Like literally, like people who commit extreme bad things like rape and all those things, those people have shown to have higher level of happiness than normal common person who's just sitting in his home addicted to like alcohol, smoking, or like social media, or like porn or junk food. Like these guys have a higher level of happiness for some reason. You can go check out the research. I saw it somewhere. And the next thing, I think about doing a cold shower. A cold shower, what it basically does, something, but it revives your dopamine receptors. So there's a research which shows that your cold shower increases your dopamine in your body by 400%, which is fucking huge. It gives you almost as a high as as getting drugs, but then in the positive manner. So basically, cold shower is like so good for you. So please start doing cold shower. I'll tell you, like, cold shower is literally one of the best things that you could probably start. And literally, like, these 4 habits, like meditating, gratitude journaling, and cold showering, will literally like change your life like almost like 360 degree. And it just it is like change your life forever. And the next thing is make a habit tracker. So a habit tracker, I'll probably post a picture of what a habit tracker is. So a habit tracker is where you make dates in one column of a page, and then you rate all these 4 habits on the other side. And then and you basically tick off. For example, if you meditated today, you'll tick off meditation on 11th of February. And yeah, you'll basically get like a tick for meditation. And so there'll be like all these 4 habits which you'll have to get a tick on. And the main point of this habit tracker is to get the wrongs, because a lot of people think that making a habit tracker, they'll basically get a lot of wrongs, and then they'll kind of tear up with the paper. But then it's actually not. It's actually about getting the wrongs, which will kind of motivate you, or which will kind of give you this disgust to go ahead and actually do the habit tomorrow. And the next thing, and the next very important thing is, start is very less. Started the least. I have this rule: the guy who starts running for 5 minutes every day, but for the rest of his life, will probably overtake the guy who runs for like 1 hour every day, but doesn't run for the next 6 months of his life. So start very less. For example, let's take I'm talking about meditation. You can meditate just for like few seconds today, like meditate for like just 1 second, and that will basically give you a tick mark on that particular day. And going to the gym or exercising, you can literally do 1 push-up, and you would have completed your workout for the day. And so this is very important. So just do like 1 push-up, and then you can do 1 push-up right now while watching this video. It takes you like 3 seconds, right? Okay, you can do like right now when I'm talking to you, just do a fucking push-up, and then you get a tick mark, right? Like just I'm talking to you, just do a push-up, and then you'll get a tick mark. I hope you did a push-up right now. So do a fucking push-up, you pussy. You are a pussy if you don't do a push-up and you're still watching this video. You are a fucking pussy. And suppose if you have done a push-up, you are a G, and I have so much respect for you. I see you as my idol, as my inspiration. So yeah, I really have a big thumbs up. I really love you for doing the push-up, right? So, and gratitude journaling, you can literally just write one line of gratitude journaling. For example, I am grateful for this shirt because I had like an amazing jogging session today, and it was like so good. I actually explored like a couple of new other places near my house area, so it was so nice to jog today. And so yeah, this teacher was like so comfortable while I did my adventure today. So yeah, so a simple gratitude journaling that would work. And cold shower, I would highly recommend you to like keep a timer for it. So if you can, like, just take your smartwatch if you have one like this, or you can take your phone and then like keep it at one corner of the bathroom, and then like just start the timer, and then like and basically like start a cold shower after it. Maybe at starting you can aim for like just 10 seconds, or maybe 5 seconds or whatever, or maybe if you're like even like worse off, you can just start up with like 1 second of cold shower, where just like open the shower and then like show your body, and then you come out like that. That's how I started at the starting. So yeah, if you can, you can try that. So yeah, after you have got like consistent in these habits, in these core habits, if you're still suffering with So you probably haven't even like tried these 4 habits at the first place. But then if come back after like 2 or 3 weeks when you have become constant in these habits, or you have at least did these habits for a certain amount. Maybe even for if you just worked for like 4 days in the past 2 weeks, you could probably continue watching. But then but then yeah, if you're not even tried anything, if all these things are like very new for you, just stop this video, go ahead and like try it tomorrow or today or right now, and then come back after like 2 weeks. So if you're probably already considered in these, continue watching. So try to socialize more. A major reason why we are addicted to like all these kind of stuff, like porn and like social media and like junk food and everything, is because we're just sitting alone at our home. Like maybe you go to school, maybe you speak with the 4, 5, 10 friends that like for the past like 2 years or 3 years or whatever, and then like those people are like fucking losers, and you are also a loser, just like them. And so you have to like talk to like new people. You have to get out of your comfort zone, and you have to talk to new people. It don't necessarily need it needs to be like new women or something like that. You absolutely can talk to women, but yeah, if you can, you can talk to women. But then right now you probably don't have the capability. I would highly recommend you to socialize every single day. And you may ask, like, how do I socialize? For example, let's take you're going to your school. On the way you see your watchman, who's like the school security or something. You just go ahead and like say to him a hi or whatever, and then maybe he's like a bit of like a fucking idiot. He just like a kind of an expression, and then you just walk away like anyways with a bright smile. Okay, so always keep like a bright smile and like say hi to everyone. I always do this whenever I enter into my school. I say hi to like or at least good morning to almost everyone that I meet. Or only like those days when I'm a bit of mood off or something like that. I sometimes will skip it, but then like 99% of the time, I'll whenever I walk inside my school gate, I'll say hi to as many people as possible, and then I'll just kind of get my social flow in. And so this is very important. This improves your mental health like by a mind. You don't even need to be their friends. You just have to say like a goodbye with like a nice bright smile, and then that will give you like so much of mental health points. That's what I call it. So yeah, so try to talk to new people. You probably are sitting in your home. You have to talk to at least like 10-20 new people. Like it could be women, it could be men, it could be anyone. Try to talk to as many people as possible, because socializing is like so important. We as primal human beings, we were talking to like hundreds of people. We are talking to all the members of a tribe. But nowadays we don't even do that. We are just like stuck on our phones. And that's one of the reasons why we go back to social media, because we want a bit of a connection. We want we want to see people, we want to see other people. So yeah, that's one of the reasons. So start socializing, and try reading. You have like so many books like Atomic Habits and all these kind of things. So all these kind of books like really will help you in basically it'll give you a lot of tips and tricks on like mental health and everything. So like try reading. And reading is so good for you. Even I'm not very consistent in it. I'm still getting very consistent in it. So yeah, maybe like after like 10 days or 25 days after I posted this video, maybe I can tell you how I got consistent in reading. So yeah, so go outside, schedule your day, and go to your parks. Like as I said in the starting, go to your nearby parks, go to your nearby places, and like socialize. You can literally, like, for example, let's say you're sitting in your bedroom. You can talk. You guys don't realize you can literally talk to new person. Like if you just get down outside of your house, and there'll be like hundreds of people, like walking down the road, or so many people. You can just go and talk to them. You can just go and ask them like a silly question like, "Hi, whoa, what's the time?" And then you actually socialize, because you at least went and talk to a person. Even if it's like kind of like a fake question, like just go and ask as many people as possible. And create like a fake question. For example, "Oh, hi, oh, okay, can you just tell me what's the time? Hi, can you just tell me what time this shop closes?" Like all this kind of stuff. And then like you'll automatically be in a social flow. And then you'll see that a lot of people will be with a big smile, and then be like, hi, okay, yeah, the time's like 11:20 a.m. So yeah, so socialize a lot. talk to as many people as possible, and this thing will like really help me. And you don't need to go like autistic mode of this, where you're studying like 1 hour a day or something like that. You have to like just for example, let's say you're walking to your gym, you'll meet like 10-20 different people, and then you can just like talk to them out of nowhere, and you can just ask them like a simple question like, hi, what's the time and everything, and then you will like maybe talk to them like a few minutes, or a couple of minutes, and then you can just go on with your day, right? And I bet that the day when you socialize a lot, you will have the most productive day of your life. So yeah. Like and also like social media could literally be solved by socializing, and also for porn. Basically, you can basically like stop watching porn like literally just by socializing more. Like for me one of the biggest thing that always works for me was always socializing. I always try to talk as many people as possible. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and yeah, do whatever fucking bullshit you want. So bye.